Oh, yeah, we're back. Man, we got some more SEC action on the day. We're going to be doing Ole Miss. We're going to be doing Oklahoma, 2-1 loss teams. And to be frank, another loss is pretty crippling. Man, it looks like I got a red eye. Dang. I went to a Halloween party last night. I did like pseudo Braveheart, except for with red paint, and I had this side of my face just red paint. Didn't realize how that's wild. Hey, it's Halloween week, man. Spooky season. Ooh, ooga booga. Dang, dude, I look goofy. I'm gonna have to wear like glasses. Dang, dude. Hopefully y'all are having a great week. We got some good action going down today in college football. We certainly do. I'll talk about some of my favorite bets in a sec. I'm just pulling up the live stream real quick because, of course, each and every time, I like to get a little vote. See who y'all want to take. Who y'all feeling more inclined to? So let's start that poll. Who you got? Because I believe currently Ole Miss is a +5.5 underdog, which makes sense. It's in Norman. I don't know why I threw a D at the end of that. All right. So y'all could, if you're in the YouTube, you could place your vote. I mean, I'm curious. Even if I put on my blue lens lights, because you could kind of still see it. Hey, what are y'all doing for Halloween? What are y'all dressing up as? Who do I like today? I'll get to you in a sec. Spartan, we will get to some of these matchups. Obviously, Gojo picks of the day. UCLA, they're currently up to +26.5. So if it were me, I might just bump it up a point or two and go +27, +28 because I'm a coward. They probably will get blown out, but you never know. I like Ole Miss not to win, but to keep it close. So that's kind of where I'm at. Again, it is at Norman, but I think Ole Miss can keep it close. Whether you want to do +5.5 or +7.5, if you want to bet it up to that touchdown. And I'm looking to kick the habit. I'm looking to exercise my ghost. The ghost known as BYU football. I suck at betting BYU. Whether it's I'm taking them with the points or I'm taking them on the money line or I'm taking the other team plus the points. I couldn't tell you a time I remembered when I won a BYU match bet. Ridiculous. I'm looking to exercise that ghost today. Iowa State, they're at home. I believe, yeah, they're at home. It's a must win. I know that they're hurt. They're beat up. BYU, undefeated, really. Oh, thank you. I don't get a fork or anything.
What's the magic word?
Should have came with one. Please. Please. It was a joke. Thank you. I didn't expect actually this to happen this fast.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Did you ever see them crossball like that? Natural gentleman, man. But anywho, I'm gonna go with Iowa State minus 2.5. Are you interested in Houston, Arizona State? Kind of. With Jordan Tyson out, I'm a little intrigued. Your bets are way too public. I don't know what that means, Spartan guy. I mean, I don't know what that means. I imagine. I mean, if we're gonna talk our bets, they have to be public, right? Maybe you meant too personal, and that's not true. Just BYU. I'm not gonna bet Auburn today. That's a personal one to me. All right, so let's go through some of these. Because we are about to get started with kickoff. I do want to do a quick check on some of the money line stuff. Um, because it looks like we're about 5 minutes away from kickoff. All right, let's see. Spartan says, like I'm saying, everyone loves Ole Miss plus 5.5, so it's smart to bet against what the public likes and bet on Oklahoma. Well, that's just being antisocial to be antisocial. You should bet on who you think. You bet on what you think the outcome's going to be. I mean, you could say the same thing about what UCLA right now. They're getting bet down bad. Is very reminiscent of Mississippi State when they faced Texas Tech. But I mean, to be fair, like that ended up coming true as well. But yeah, I don't really care. I like to bet typically just what I think will happen. Let's see. What up? What up? Okay. There we go. No, we do have a couple of games getting kicked off. Oh, Kansas State. I think that was like a 2.5, 3.5 game. I'm not touching that with a stick. Spartan guy, are you MSU fan? Is that just who you are, right? Uh, I don't know what that tweet outside of giving you information tells you. So sorry. No, sorry. What up, Nintendo Mike? How you doing, bud? All right. Well, a lot of these games are starting to kick off now. Let's see. Syracuse would have been interesting plus 17.5, but I didn't do so well with the road teams trying to cover last week. Nebraska, I'd bet that down to minus 6.5, but I don't think I want to take Nebraska. I mean, they're at home. They're at home. Let's see, any others that just like catch my eye? Maybe App State here. Plus, you could go plus 13.5. I'd probably just do plus 14.5. I do like Arkansas to win today. I think Hugh Freeze gets fired. Let's see. Alabama covering 11.5 kind of sucks. If that number was 9.5, I'd feel better. With it being at 11.5 makes me want to just bet it up to like 13 or 4. No, 13.5. I don't want to touch Missouri Vanderbilt. No, I already told y'all I'm looking to break the curse. Iowa State -2.5. Don't want to touch this one. Never want to touch Iowa games. I find it interesting. Toledo is a 1-point favorite. Hasn't Washington been kind of good the last 2 weeks? I mean, look, they barely lose to Virginia. They barely lose to Ole Miss. Coming off a fresh win against Colorado State, who's not that good. That's an interesting line to set with Washington State being at home. Makes me want to take Washington State. Let's see. Anything else? I mean, there's a lot of big spreads today, like Texas Tech -37.5. Oh, I guess Mississippi State, taking Mississippi State at home plus the points. I think it was originally -9.5. That's probably when I would have taken Mississippi State. Now that it's kind of closer to that 7 number, I don't know. I think I still might. I think Mississippi State is currently undefeated when they are a touchdown or less underdog again when covering the spread. Yeah, Oregon's big favorites, TCU big favorites, Miami big favorite. I think they're sporting camo unis tonight too. I want no part of the LSU Texas A&M game. Like, what is it? Stinking Brian Kelly 21-1 or 20. I think he's 20-1 at night in Death Valley. I don't want to bet against that, so I'm not going to touch it because I don't think I could bring myself to bet LSU. Look at huge line for Louisville. Like too many big lines here. Oh, Michigan -13.5. That's intriguing, but I don't think I'd mind Michigan State to try to cover. It kind of depends how healthy they are. They've been on a 4-game losing streak. Golly, they've sucked. All right, we are about to get to kickoff. Arizona State touchdown favorite. Oh, man, that line's close too. Well, we're about to get kickoff going. As it appears, Ole Miss will begin with the football. Looks like it's rainy, so we'll probably see a lot of ground game today. Should see the run game, and hopefully the run game can be successful. Oh, all right. Why are we talking about Charlie Brown in the chat? All right, dropping back. Chambliss coming out passing. Dumps it to, I believe that's Striblin, excuse me. Picks up about 5. Oh, Gojo, I need to get a napkin, buddy. Napkin. Hi, Ari. You like it? Awesome. My eyes feel red.
Yeah, I saw it when you were shooting your story, and I was like, oh, your eye looks irritated. I was like, that's bad irritation.
Yeah. I wish I knew that before I turned the camera on. Hey, buddy. Can you close that for me? Thank you. All right, handoff here to Lacey on first down. He gets out past the 47. I don't know if I liked it or not. Oh man, they're rolling. They get it. Who is that? That's Caden Lee. They are moving down the field. Let's go. Charlie Brown. I was never a big Charlie Brown guy, but I don't mind. I don't mind him. Chambliss is gonna hold on to this one on the read. All right, 2nd and 9 for Ole Miss. And Chambliss rolling out. Trying to get a back shoulder to the tight end. Fall short. Going to be 3rd and 9. So 3rd and long. I think this is our first 3rd down for reasonable distance. Why is that, Nintendo Mike? All right, 10 seconds on the play clock. You got trips down low. Now the running back swinging down there. Tries to get it. That looks like dribbling, but ends up falling incomplete. Looks like we're getting a field goal. All right, here comes the kick. And it's good. Nice 45-yard field goal there. Ole Miss strikes first. We're going to get a chance to see John Mateer in this offense. I will have fun at the festival tonight, my friend. Well, awesome, Nintendo Mike. Again, I want football. This is a channel of football discourse. Football is an escapism. So let's have fun talking about it. All right, let's see if we got any other scores. Oh, Indiana's up quick, 7-0. Was it a pick six, Nico? No. What up, Tulip? How you doing, buddy? Oh, Memphis up early 7-0 after the opening drive. Oh, it seems US South Florida had a drive themselves too. Interesting. Purdue's up 7-0. Kansas is up 7-0, but Kansas State is driving. Bowling Green's up 7-0. All right. Got some early scores here on Saturday. Oh, Tulip plays. I'm not scouting anybody today. I'm just watching football like the rest of us. I typically watch back games Sunday and Monday. All right, here it comes. I'm not gonna lie. I really want Mateer to do well in this game. I'm a big Mateer mark. He hands it off to Blaylock for a couple of yards. All right, 2nd and 9. Mateer's gonna drop back. Going around, drops it to, is that the tight end? Yeah, that's Kanik. Pick it up about 6. Set up a 3rd and 3. Do I watch any other sports? I've gotten back into baseball this year. But I'll watch NFL. I'll watch. No, Mateer's gonna run with this. Get the first. I'll follow like college basketball, like March Madness. Once they begin the conference tournaments, that's kind of when I tune in to college basketball. All right. Oh, Mateer going deep. Oh, he's got it. Is that Satania? Dude, Satania's had a heck of a year, man. Is that a sock in his hand? That's funny. Oh, substitution infraction. 5-yard penalty. Is Lamar officially out this week? I heard he was practicing with the scout team. So the hamstring sounds a little more. Yep. Actually, the news just hit sleeper. Tries to get it out to Satania again. Picks up maybe a yard to make 2nd and 4 after the penalty. Hey, Syracuse on the board. 3-0. Let's go. All right, man in motion. It's the running back. And Tier looking around, he's scrambling, and he's gonna chuck this sucker. Oh man, almost gets it to, I think that was Dion Burks. And holding on the offense, so irrelevant anyway. It's gonna be 2nd and 14 at the Ole Miss 28, excuse me. All right, here comes 2nd and 14. And Mateer dropping back. Chucking it deep to Centennia. No flag. No flag. 3rd and 14. It was tight coverage. Currently, I'm not mad with the call either way, I think. It was good, tough coverage. Yeah, both of them were looking back at the ball, too. That's a good replay. Hope it's okay that Hey, that's up to you, buddy. That's all up to you, Nintendo Mike. All right, you got 3 wide to the left. Run back light up in the left, too. Oh, they're going to go with just a quick screen, get it Stania, who will be short. Should set up a field goal. It's going to be 4th and 10. Should be a 41-yard field goal. Oh, thank you for retweeting the stream. As always, hit that thumbs up if you're on the YouTube. Hit that heart if you're on the X. All right, we got a tied ball game. I love that. Give us a nice competitive ball game. Oh, man. So I got blue lens glasses. Blue light glasses, I should say. With stronger lenses, because like I've been having my eyes have been killing me this week. They're red. They look evil. But they work really well. So I might end up putting these on at some point. Just again to help out with me vision. Sure, I might do it now. I already got the red eye, so. Oh, so evil, so evil. Oh man. But dude, these work so well. Like these screens are so much easier on my eyes. Dude, yeah, I think I got a bad digital. I was like looking it up. I was like, is computer or digital eye strain a thing? Because I know my eyes are strained. Ends up that it is. So shoot, I got like saline drops to keep my eyes hydrated. I thought I was blinking enough. I've never had eye pain in my life. So immediately. Oh, Terry McLaurin will be active. Nice. So having eye pain for the first time kind of freaked me out. Bro, time for my draft question of the week. Let's do it. Is any running backs drop after the last week? What? Are you saying it has any running backs dropped because of last week? Or have dropped in the last week? I don't know. I'm going to have my running back rankings come out this week. So, and I've had some guys drop. I don't think about last week specifically. Mendoza with the pick. Drop him around. Yeah, because typically, I mean, with an eval, you're trying to take their whole production profile as a whole. So, if anything, it's not. If I dropped anybody, it's not because of what they did 1 week, but if it's been a problem for multiple weeks. But yes, I do have some fallers. I think we're gonna do running backs this week, so be on the look for that. Tipped ball pick. Hey, you say like they're looking for the upset. I'm just looking for them to cover. All right, Oklahoma kicking this sucker off. Gojo once in. Touchback. Ball's going to be at the 25. All right, fake the handoff. Trinidad going out. Trying to hit that Alec. Was that Deuce Alexander? Yep, Deuce Alexander. Looked like it was just either a short little stick route or maybe a mini comeback. But we're going to get the fake handoff. Trinidad's actually going to keep it, pick up about 9, set up a 3rd and 1. Nice pickup there. Antonio Williams, you think after preseason draft season, he won't sneak into the first? The Clemson wide receiver, is he back? He's been so banged up this year. Is he back healthy? All right, here comes 3rd and 1. Keep in mind, very good Oklahoma defense here. They're stacking the line. Trinidad rolling out. He finds Wright, the tight end, to pick up the first down. Officially down at about the 39 or the 40 of Ole Miss. So good pickup there. All right, handoff here to Lacey. Picks up about 2. He played all but 1 or 2, but sparingly. But I think he's been dealing with injuries this year. I mean, I think Wesco just got hurt too for Clemson. All right, 2nd and 8. And Trinidad trying to go deep, but he's throwing this sucker away. Never mind. All right, 3rd and 8. Where's the Ole Miss 42? Trinidad shotgun. You got bunch up top. Little. And it looks like he's going deep again towards the sideline. What a throw to get it in there to, is that Harrison Wallace? It is Harrison Wallace. Let's go. Oh, I think it's time. Let me end that poll. But we got a first down at the Oklahoma 33. And they get it to Lacey for about 2 yards, but there is a flag. Illegal substitution on the defense. Oh, no. So first and 5 from the 28. And ball is tipped with the pressure getting in his face. Who was that coming in? Reggie Powers with the tip. All right, 2nd and 5. I would like to see them try to run the football, and here it is. They hand off to Lacey, picks up the first down, and touchdown. Ole Miss. Just right when I said I'd like to see them run the football, because I just want them to keep their attack balanced. And I mean, with the rain and all, it's like I think you kind of want to get the ground game going. You don't agree, Gojo? Is that you, buddy, or is that out there? Thought you were growling. Huh. All right, we got a 10-7 game here. 10-3 game, excuse me. All right, let's do a quick scoreboard. Well, it looks like UCLA couldn't do anything with the interception. Indiana up 7-0. Georgia Tech tied the game 3 apiece. We got Virginia up early 3-0. Dude, this is a matchup right here. South Florida, Memphis. I think South Florida still has Tulane, right? No, they don't play Tulane. Excuse me. Navy, that's who it is. Okay, they take on Navy, undefeated Navy. That could decide if they get into the American or the AAC championship game. That could decide. That should decide if they could get past Memphis. Memphis, I believe, still has a game against Tulane this year, but it's in Memphis, so it goes through them. Oh, and they get Navy at the end of the year. I mean, Memphis has ample opportunity if they can get a win here. Even if they lose to Tulane, getting a win against Navy, but that's at Navy. Or no, that's at home too. Oh my gosh, what a favorable schedule for Memphis this year. Getting all the tough games at home. Are they the Alabama of the AAC? Purdue's up quick, 10-0. Golly. Nebraska's up 7-3 on Northwestern. Kansas State, they go up 14-7, but Kansas is driving is 4th and 3, though. A lot of offense so far in that game. ODU just scored a touchdown. They're up 7-0 on App State. Bowling Green's up 7-0 on Kent State. This one I was kind of tempted. I think Bowling Green was a single score favorite, I think. Eastern Michigan's up 14-7 on Ohio. It was a tip ball. Antonio Williams, you think after preseason he won't sneak into the first round? I don't think he comes out. He's got another year of eligibility. On a side note, yep, it was. Sorry, I reread the same comment of you, Lars. What do you got here? Yep. Wesco has been playing bit banged up. but he is playing. He is playing. I thought they said he might be out for the year. My Bills need a route runner and one who can do it downfield and intermediate. Williams might be a target, but not many fits. Oh, there's some guys downfield. I mean, I guess let me do a promo for the draft guide while I look at my wide receiver rankings. Guys that can maybe get separation and get it downfield for the Bills. So let's first shout out the draft guide.
We love the NFL draft, and now my draft guide is available for purchase. It comes with over 500 player backgrounds and close to 300 player evals. It updates throughout the whole draft cycle. So when I add a new eval or I change my rankings, you're going to be the first to know. It's going to have all the pro day and combine numbers along with analytics. And it's a Google spreadsheet for right now. So you have to include your email with the purchase, but we will be switching over to a website at the end of the year. And if you get it now, it's going to be cheaper now than it will be later. It's a great way to support the channel. And as always, much appreciated, much obliged.
All right. So I think Chris Braswell, Tennessee, I think he could be a good second, early third round option. Jacoby Lane's there. Well, we got a little toss to Blaylock, who's going to get around the corner, get out to about the 30 for a nice 5-yard gain. Josh Cameron, someone that can attack the whole field, even though he's not the most nuanced route runner. He's just a good player, though. Malachi Fields is nice out of Notre Dame. He might be a late day 2, early day 3 option. Mateer's going to hold on to it. He's going to be close to a first down. I don't know if they'll give it to him. Third and 1. Oh, Wesco's out and Williams is playing banged up. Gotcha. Oh, are they going for 4th and 1 at their own 34? Nope, here comes the punt unit. Here comes the punt unit. Yeah, fair catch at about the 14. All right, 1st and 10 for Ole Miss. Chance to make it a 2-score game. Hand off here to Lacey. Oh, man. Who is lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage, man. Oklahoma played that exceptionally well. If you didn't know, now you know. We got positional rankings for the 2026 NFL Draft midseason rankings. Already started coming out this week. Dumps it down to Lacey, who is close to a first down. Should be 3rd and 1. Oh, Fields might end up. Oh, okay, might be like a Gadsden, big slot, kind of a pseudo tight end. All right, Lacey picking up the first down there, down at about the 33. Dude, Gadsden's been going off for the Chargers. It's been nutty the last couple of weeks. 1st and 10. Fake the handoff, gets it out quick to Striblin for a 1st down. Nice pickup. Pickup of 12 yards there. Dude, Gaston's been nice, man. All right, 1st and 10 from their own 41 for the Rebels. We get a handoff here to Lacey, who's tackled in the backfield, loss of 2. It's going to be 2nd and 11. Picked up in 2 dynasties over the summer. Hey, dude. Gaston was a nice pickup if you had him in dynasty. And, Chambliss running around. He breaks 1 tackle. Tackled right around the logo. It's going to set up a 3rd and maybe 4. Syracuse fans, so you love it? Yeah. I was able to get Jackson Dart quite a bit in a few of my leagues. No one wanted to take him in the 1st round, and I think in one draft I traded back to where I was able to get him early 3rd round in a rookie draft. I have him in a couple of dynasty drafts, and I'm feeling great as him in as my QB2 in Superflex leagues. Oh man, what happened? Chambliss slipped. Oh, it was a low snap. Yeah, that was a really low snap. That sucks. 4th and 9. You got to imagine you punt here. Yeah, people were scared. Scared to take Dart. I mean, don't get me wrong. I wasn't going to take Dart in the 1st. But watching him fall in the 2nd, it was like, okay, maybe I could get away with getting him late 2nd, early 3rd. I was able to in a draft. Yeah, because I ended up in the rookie draft. I got him in the 3rd where I traded back. I took Jaden Higgins in the 2nd because I traded away my 1st for a 1st rounder in 2027. I got Jaden Higgins in the 2nd. I traded back, so I had more picks later because there were guys I wanted to take a shot on. Like I was able to get Bill Krosky Merritt in the 4th of a rookie draft. We got a handoff here to Blaylock, picks up 6. It's going to be 2nd and 4 from the Oklahoma 23. But yeah, I think I got Terrence Ferguson, and then a couple of picks later, I was able to get Jackson Dart. May have been vice versa. All I know is I got Jackson Dart in the 3rd. All right. Will we get a play? Nope, we're not going to get a play before the end of the quarter. That is the quarter. We're going to go to the 2nd, 10-3. Indiana touchdown. Now, how have they scored these touchdowns? I'm curious. You got a Hemby touchdown. Was the other one a pick 6? Yeah, the first one was a pick 6. It was Aiden Fisher, too. Let's go. Aiden Fisher having a good year. So Indiana up 14-0 on UCLA. Georgia Tech and Syracuse are tied up at 3. Virginia's still up 3-0 on North Carolina. South Carolina and Memphis are tied up at 7. Nebraska's up 7-3 on Northwestern. Purdue's still up 10-0 on Rutgers. Kansas State is up 14-7 on Kansas. Oh, App State looking to score. ODU's up 7-0. Bowling Green's up 7-0 on Kent State. And then Eastern Michigan still up 14-7 on Ohio. I got Harvey and Bill in my Dynasty League. Nice. Yeah, I looked at that 2026 rookie class. If I couldn't get Genty, I really didn't want any part of the first round. So, and I think I was picking like 10 in a 12-team league. So I traded with a team that I thought was probably going to be picking early in the 2027 draft. So I basically just swapped out first, got an extra 4th as well. Yeah, I've done a lot in a few of my. Actually, I'll pull it up real quick. I've done a lot in a few of my. Let me pull this over here. In a few of my dynasty leagues, I've been trying to acquire draft capital for the 2027 draft. Let's see. Yeah, like in one of these dynasties, I have 3 first-round picks in the 2027 class. This dynasty was just I only got one 2027 pick in this one. I have 2 firsts and 2 seconds and 2 thirds in this other dynasty. Yeah, and then in my then I'm in a dynasty league with guys like that franchise guy, Hail Mary Sports, Trevor Sikkema, Mike Renner, and whatnot. I'm so happy to be in that dynasty league. I've been unable to get I only have my own first rounder in the 2027 draft. Those guys are a little too keen on the NFL draft, so I've been unable to get a pick in the 2027 class. But also, I think that league is a league where I'm like, okay, I'm going to go all in on trying to get a championship in the next 2 years. So I got some older cats. 3rd and 3 here for the Sooners. Mateer dropping back and slings it out there, gets it to Satania, who's flying. He's down to the 20, the 10, touchdown. Satania's got that long speed and acceleration. 76-yard tutty. Dude, Satania's going to be a legit prospect this year, too. I haven't got a chance to sit down and watch him. But he's been hella good this year, too. And we're about to have a tied ball game, boys and girls. There it is. Tied up at 10. And Mateer did a good job. Dang, dude. Yeah, you had Mateer, man, signaling out, man, trying to like, hey, keep the route going, Satania. Keep the route going. And he did. Mateer did a good job buying some time, too. Do you have Avery Johnson should transfer after this season? Or do you think Avery Johnson should transfer after this season? I mean, not necessarily. There's a lot of good players on that Kansas State team. It's just not been their year really thus far. He's got an extra year eligibility. By no means should he come out this year. Just because the variation, is that the word? His play's been so sporadic this year. He could try to transfer. I don't know how many open. It really depends on how many quarterbacks decide to return. I don't really know how many open spots there will be next year where you're actually going to be going to a better situation. It literally just kind of depends on who decides to come out. Inconsistency, yeah, that's probably the best word. Yeah, he's a guy that I'm not going to do an eval for unless he actually decides to come out. Indiana could be a good spot. Yeah. Again, Fernando Mendoza is a guy that can return if he wants to. Doubt it. But he could be a guy that returns. Handoff to Lacey here. Gets it around the corner and will pick up the first down at about their own 38. So nice, 14, 13-yard pickup. All right, 1st and 10 for Ole Miss. 2 down low, 1 up top. And they're going to stick with the run game. Lacey picks up a yard, if anything. Going to be 2nd and 9. Lacey isn't eligible until next year. Lacey, I believe, is a true sophomore. Next year's running back class is going to be fun. 2nd and 9. Here comes the blitz. Chambliss stepping up and sacked. That's Armin Jones Jr. And we're going to get a timeout from Oklahoma. It's going to be 3rd and 14. Oh, man, you're right. Lacey did have a nice blitz pickup. He put that blitzer on his butt. All right, we're going to go to a timeout. Oh, App State got it in the red zone and got nothing for it. That sucks. Interception. Ugh. South Florida, they go up 14-7. All right, back from the timeout break with 3rd and 14. Chambliss dropping back. And wow, man, there's a flag. Our Mason Thomas got there in a hurry. Beat the left tackle real quick, but there is a flag. Chambliss slips. Again, remember, it's wet and wild out there right now. And they got R. Mason Thomas in the neutral zone. Thomas going to ghost NFL tackles like that. I mean, that's a big part of his game, is just winning with speed and explosiveness. All right, 3rd and 9. Excuse me. Ole Miss is going to get a second shot at this. Trips down low, bunched up. They're going to hand it off here to Lacey for 3 yards. It's going to be 4th and 6. Fourth and 5 officially. And Ole Miss will line up to punt. And here comes the punt. Looks like we will get a return from Satania. And Oklahoma will be back with the ball. Tied up at 10. I'm going to hit the restroom real quick. I'll be back. You got one. Where's Ronnie? Oh, hey, buddy. Hey, you come here. Ugh. Here, can you go to mommy?
Can you shut the door?
Wash your fingers. All right, 1st and 10 here for Oklahoma starting Was there a penalty? Started at their own 5. Oh, offensive holding. Well. And we're going to get a handoff here to Blaylock, who, nice. I thought he was going to get stuffed at the line. Ends up getting it out to about the 10-yard line. There is a flag. Illegal formation. That half the distance to the end zone. Going to be at the 2.5-yard line. All right, 1st and 12. Handoff again to Blaylock, who tackled in the end zone. That's a safety. That's Prince Will. Oh, Mommy Ellen. Princely's brother, formerly of Nebraska. Dang. Dude, yeah, that old Miss DT just penetrated. Kind of sealed up the edge by himself. All right, here comes the punt, the safety kick, or free kick. We are going to get a return. Oh, what a return. Close to midfield. Golly. All right. Ole Miss now with great field position. And looks like we got a false start. So they were officially going to be at the 48. They'll move back to their own 43. 1st and 15. And they're going to fake the handoff. Chambliss rolling out. He's just going to throw this away. All right, comes 2nd and 15. Chambliss dropping back. He's actually going to tuck this and run. Breaks one tackle. And he is going to be there for a first down. Golly. At the Oklahoma 41. You think Lane teaches scramble drill? Didn't see any there. I don't know. I mean, I think Chambliss has done a good job of when pressure hits. I think he's actually really good when pressure is around him. He knows when to tuck and run. He knows when to quit on the play. Be like, hey, let's live to see another down. All right, 1st and 10. Fake the handoff again. Rolling out. Chambliss is going to just throw this one away. I mean, there's only so much you could really simulate in scramble drill. Oh, gets it out quick, but it looks like ball hit the turf. Will be 3rd and 10. Because like when the play breaks down like that, it's you just gotta hope that your players know what to do. At least from a pass catcher standpoint. And I mean, as a receiver, you're not always aware of what's going on in the backfield. It's just a tough thing to try to simulate in practice. Georgia Tech got a touchdown. They're up 7 on Syracuse, by the way. And Chambliss dropping back, slings it, gets it. So that's Harrison Wallace for the first, picking up 21 down to the Oklahoma 20. "22, excuse me, because now they just lost 2 yards on a handoff to Lacey. Tyrod Taylor is out. Jeez Louise. So it'll be Justin Fields starting. And they get it out quick. I believe that's Deuce Alexander with the reception. All right, dropping back. Trinidad. He's rolling out, and he's going to tuck it and run. And he's going to pick up the first down. He's inside the 5. First and goal. Man, if they come away and make a 2-score lead off of the safety, that's huge. And tries to throw in the back of the end zone. Really, more so looked like he was trying to throw the sucker away. Had receivers in the vicinity, but wasn't a very catchable ball. Oh, Austin Simmons is in the game. Oh, no. faked it to Lacey, and he had Striblin wide open. And Simmons floated it. I believe they had Trinidad Chambliss out wide. Man, missed it. That sucks. All right. 3rd and goal from the 5. Simmons still back there. Slings it and well defended. I'm going to have to settle for the field goal. Could have made it a 2-score lead. Really squandering opportunity down there. So Oklahoma, man, they survive. It's still a 1-score game. 15-10. Honestly, for as bad as those 2 drives went, or those 2 series, I guess you'd say, the safety and then getting just marched down the field, big 3rd down conversions, to come away still only down 1 score is huge. Down 5 after all that. If you're Oklahoma, you're feeling great, man. Oh, looks like Indiana's well on their way to cover. They're up 21-0 and they're driving again. Georgia Tech's up 10-3 on Syracuse. Virginia's up 10-3 on North Carolina. South Florida is up 14-7 on Memphis. Nebraska, they're in a dogfight. They're up 7-6 on Northwestern. Rutgers finally looking like they're going to be able to get on the board. They're at the Purdue 13. It's currently 10-0. Wake Forest is up 10-3 on Southern Miss. Or Southern Miss, excuse me. Southern Methodist. SMU. Kansas State's up 21-7 on Kansas. Old Dominion, they can't extend the lead worth nothing. They're only up 7-0 on App. Bowling Green's up 7-3 on Kent State. Eastern Michigan's up 14-7 on Ohio. Auburn, Arkansas just kicked off. Big game for Auburn. Hugh Freeze, you lose this game, you probably lose your job. Bobby Petrino, he's playing to try to be the head coach of Arkansas next year. Currently, Auburn, they're up 7-0. I'm kind of curious to see how that score came about. Was it just a good drive? Well, Jackson Arnold passing touchdown to Cam Coleman. But never say never with that Arkansas offense, man. They could score points in bunches. Akron's up 3-0 on Buffalo. Hey, Rutgers did get that touchdown. It is now 10-7. As did Indiana. They got that touchdown. Hemby, 2 touchdowns on the day. Hey, new member. Mucho gracias, Mr. G. Bejek. Sorry, I'm bad with names. James Franklin, new head coach for Arkansas. I'm calling it. I think Bobby Petrino some way, somehow ends up being the next head coach of Arkansas. He's familiar. Dude, I feel like Dr. Disrespect with these glasses on. But they're so good for my eyes, man. My eyes have been hurting so much this week. Too much screen time for your boy Broshmo. Hey, Moth, I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with anything when it comes to Bobby Petrino, but Arkansas's been playing well for him the last couple of weeks. Arkansas's familiar with him. They've had relations in the past. That's all I'm saying, man. I am curious to see where James Franklin lands. Part of me imagines if the Florida State job becomes available at the end of the year, that could be a spot. Auburn won't surprise me either. All right, we got Mateer dropping back, dumps it out to the running back on the swing pass. That's Xavier Robinson. All right, Mateer rolling out. Oh, gets it on the sideline. Was that caught? No, they're calling it incomplete. No, they're calling it a catch. Deion Burks. Nice. Wow, man. What a great pass and catch from Mateer to Burks. My lungs have still been breathing pretty good nowadays. Still doesn't change the fact that he sucks. Yeah, I hear that. Handoff. I believe that Xavier Robinson picks up about 3. It's going to be 2nd and 7 around midfield. Mateer dropping back, bringing extra pressure on the Rebels. Good tackle. They get it out to Gibson, who really can't make anything after the catch. It's going to be 3rd and 4. You know, Moth, I'd like to see what group of 5 coach makes the jump to the Power 4. There's a couple of good ones out there. Moth. I can respect a man that's petty and holds grudges because I am that man. Gets it out to Satania, but he catches it while he's stumbling. They're in a spot where 4th and 2, you could go for this. You're at the Ole Miss 46. Yep, the offense staying on the field. Cam Coleman got hurt in the Auburn game. Oh, that's a big hit. We're going to get a timeout here from Oklahoma. All right, let's go back to the scoreboard, take a quick gander. Oh, UCLA, can they get something started on offense? Bowling Green, they go up 14-3. Dude, App State legit just can't get on the board. That's wild. They've been in multiple scoring opportunities. Where do you think the best spot for James Franklin is? Man, I imagine if it's Franklin, I think Florida State would be a good spot for him. For a program that has gone all in on the transfer portal, they have struggled to recruit from Florida. And you just can't build any kind of depth just by hiring these mercenaries in the transfer portal. It has to be a part of the process. Like, look at how Texas Tech has done it, right? Texas Tech, they've built their own in-house prospects, whether it's Morden, whether it's guys like, well, granted, Jacob Rodriguez, he transferred. But he transferred after a year at Virginia. For the most part, he's been there for the last 3 years. He's one of their guys. But they've used the transfer portal to, okay, we got some weak spots. Let's add here and there, here and there. I mean, their receiving corps, I think for the most part, has been in-house with like Caleb Douglas. Let me just make sure that with Caleb Douglas. Oh, no, I guess Caleb Douglas was a transfer from Florida. But he got here at in 2024. Yeah, they brought in Height. They brought in David Bailey. They were like, hey, we're weak along the defensive line. They brought in Lee Hunter. They brought in Skylar Gill Howard. When you look at they went out, got Terrence Carter as a pass catcher. But you still have to be able to recruit well and develop. Oh, man. Here comes the pressure on Mateer. Mateer literally had no time. Whoa. I think Umami Ellen was in there immediately. In Mateer's face. Wild. It's like they anticipated the rollout immediately. Man, yeah, and you had 3 pass catchers all stacked in the same vicinity with no one open. Dude, that was just great defense. That's a turnover on downs. Let's get the kazoo out. Chambliss dropping back, gets it out quick to Alexander. Dude, Prince Will Umami, formerly of Nebraska, his brother popped off last year for Ole Miss. Ole Miss has got a man down. That's Daquan Wright. Virginia Tech transfer from he was with Ole Miss last year, but transferred prior to that, he was Virginia Tech. Yeah, that Texas Tech D-line is fun to watch. Sucks that Skylar Gill Howard out for the remainder of the regular season, though. I think college football season is teaching teams that you can't buy championships. Kind of. I mean, Ohio State kind of bought their championship last year. You might be like, they didn't transfer that much, but I mean, they spent a lot of money to retain their talent. That's the thing. That's where NIL comes in. I think Ohio State probably does it perfectly. And to be fair, big program, they're able to recruit exceptionally well. But when you recruit, develop, and then you could use NIL to retain your own players, but still go out there and be like, okay, let's get a few pieces here and there. Let's go get a Caleb Downs. Let's go get a Quinshon Judkins. That's kind of clutch. I mean, shoot, even Will Howard. There's a happy balance to be had with NIL and the transfer portal. 2nd and 6. I think we're going to, timeout. Timeout Ole Miss. There was 3 seconds left on the play clock. Not to say it works all the time. Look at Penn State. They probably use NIL to retain a lot of their guys to bring them back. And then they go out and was like, okay, we're weak at pass catcher, a wide receiver. Let's go out and get USC's Kyron Hudson. Let's go out and get Troy's Ross. Let's go out and get Pena from Syracuse. But unfortunately, you just didn't get the development from Aller. I don't think he's a good fit for Kotonicki's offense. I don't know. Penn State has been kind of rough, but I think they did things right. Like, you look at what they did on paper, in theory, it should have worked. Michigan paid all that money for Underwood, who is a true freshman, by the way. It's called an investment. You don't necessarily need to get immediate get. Like, who's winning? Who's winning national championships with a freshman quarterback? They paid all that NIL to get the talent for the future. Chambliss trying to run for it, picks up a yard, but he'll be short. It's going to be 4th and 2. And they're going to go for it. Oh, I love the aggressiveness. Here comes 4th and 3. 10 seconds on the play clock. 3 wide receivers down low to the left of Chambliss. It's a screen. Get it with Harrison Wallace real quick. Harrison Wallace didn't do anything with Aller, and look at him now. Harrison Wallace so far today, 3 receptions for 52 yards. Nice pickup off the quick game. 1st and 10 from the Oklahoma 36. Chambliss, errant snap. Chambliss ends up just running with it. Loses 3. No, I don't think that's how it's going to work, Spartan. I don't think Underwood could just transfer like that and get all that money. It's not like these NILs are fully guaranteed. I'm sure that there are clauses in those NIL deals where, no, you have to be here a certain amount of time, or if you were to leave early, only part of the contract's guaranteed. You can't just take the money and go. That would just be silly. I would think more of the lucrative NIL contracts are at least similar to like an NFL contract in some regard. You can't just take money and go. All right, scuttlebutt time. Indiana still up 28-0. UCLA, they're driving though. Georgia Tech goes up 17-3 on Syracuse. North Carolina and Virginia are all tied up at 10. South Florida is up 21-7 on Memphis. Nebraska, Northwestern, they go to half, 7-6. Nebraska. Purdue is still up 10-7 on Rutgers. They are in halftime. Wake Forest is up 10-6 on SMU. Kansas gets on the board, make it a one-score game. Kansas State, they're up 7. ODU is still up 7-0 on App State. Bowling Green goes up 14-3 into half. Eastern Michigan's up 14-7 on Ohio. Auburn, they're up 7-0 on Arkansas. Look at this, dude. Jackson Arnold, 6-6. Only 6 pass attempts in the first half or first quarter. Okay. Akron's still up 3-0 on Buffalo. Mm-mm-mm. All right, here comes 2nd and 13. Gojo wants out. Chambliss back in shotgun. Dropping back, rolling out. Slings it out. What a throw to Caden. Is that Caden Lee? Yep, Caden Lee, 31-yard reception. They're at the 8. They're in tempo. They're right into the line. We're going to get a handoff here to Lacey, who maybe loses a yard back to the 9. It's going to be 2nd and goal. All right, we got timeout Oklahoma. I think that's their final timeout. I could see a run here if you want to keep the clock going. Might not want to give Oklahoma too much time to get a final drive. But you're at the 9-yard line. You still want to put yourself in position to score a touchdown here to make it a 2-score game. Field goal does not make it a 2-score game. And Lacey's going to take the snap and he's going to run. He's going to try to cut it back inside. And he's down at about the 2. And that'll keep the clock running. I like how that was executed. It's going to be 3rd and goal here. I ain't going to lie to y'all. I would not settle for a field goal here. I'm not looking to go up 8. I'm not looking to go up 1 score. I want to go up 2 scores. I would probably want to run this to keep the clock going. And Lacey's going to get the direct snap, and he's going to walk into the end zone. Touchdown. $12 rushing touchdowns on the year for Lacey. Let's go. And just like that, 2-score game. Ole Miss goes up 22-10. All right, man. Oklahoma needs to get something going offensively. They get the ball at half. Even if you can't get a score here, like maybe just getting some sort of offense, like just a play. It's like, okay, we can feel good about our offense going into halftime. No timeouts. So anything you do here, you want to either get out of bounds or get a first down. And Mateer dropping back. Here comes the pressure. He's rolling out. He chucks it. Oh, just out of the reach of Satania. Second and 10. Got Satania in motion. Mateer dropping back. Here comes pressure immediately once again. Gets it out to Blaylock on a swing, and I think he's going to be in bounds. The clock's going to be running. And Mateer dropping back, slings it out. Oh, Satania had it, but he got rocked. Incomplete. Stops the clock. 12 seconds left. 4th and 10. Don't really know what you can do other than punt. You're gonna go into half. You're not feeling great about the offensive line. You were seeing immediate pressure on all three of those plays. The run game has done nothing. And we got a punt. Nope, timeout. There we go. Lane Kiffin timeout. Yeah, it looks like Ole Miss are going full block this sucker. And they're going to let this bounce. And that should be the half. Great half by Ole Miss. Great half. Man, offensively, Oklahoma got to do something. Yeah. I mean, when you come out of halftime, you're going to want a touchdown. Field goal makes it still a two-score game. If you want to feel good about your offense, getting a drive, producing a touchdown, making it a one-score game is huge. What up, Izzy? How you doing today, buddy? Hopefully you're having a good day. Doing good. Still moving stuff into your new home? Hey, man, I hear that, dude. Moving moving is a very timely process. Very timely. Well, shoot, looks like Indiana's trying to score before half. They're driving. Right now 28-3, man. UCLA can't get out of the blocks offensively. I do want to pull up the Arkansas Auburn game. A lot of fun games this week. Did Arkansas just score a touchdown? It's right now a 10-7 game. Auburn up 10-7, obviously. I did like John Mateer in profile wise in the draft, but not looking good today. My Raiders need OT in the first round. I don't think, but not you can't really put a lot of this on Mateer. He's had a couple of nice passes. Yeah, that nice pass to I think Deion Burks along the sideline. Little room, just slung it out there. The touchdown pass I thought was nice, where he was able to just buy time and then get that sucker to Satania just a running catch with it. But I think Mateer probably comes back. I don't know. Let's see how he ends the rest of the season. Oklahoma's schedule is kind of nuts. He's going to have plenty of big matchups to end the year to help his draft status. Tennessee next week, at Alabama next week or the following week. And then Missouri, LSU. Those are 4 big matchups. Let's see how it goes for Oklahoma. Tough slate, tough way to end the year. Since quarterback class is looking bad, I don't think it's bad. I don't know if there's anyone I'd want, like, I feel compelled to take in the top 10. Like Ty Simpson, I'm just growing more comfortable with week in, week out. Mendoza is nice. He checks a lot of boxes. Dante Moore feels like he could use another year, but he's got plenty of big matchups coming up. But I mean, he's a first year starter, so that's the basket. Then you got the toolsy guy like Lenore Sellers, who you might just bet on. Hey, man, he's in a bad situation. Let's take a year to develop him. I'm more intrigued with who decides to return to school. I just feel more comfortable taking. Oh, I would love to take Francis Maui Noah. He's my dude. I love Maui Noah. Oh. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting draft. I think it is a scary sign for the draft when you look at it, more intrigued with who decides to return rather than who's coming out. I do think it's a scary sign. Dolphins taking him for Tua protection, be wise. I mean, dude, if you're the Dolphins, whoever your first round pick is going to be irrelevant for your squad next year. They need to blow a lot of things up. They need to blow a lot of things up. Uh-oh, touchdown reception. Indiana goes up 35-3. Put in the backups. Yeah, Miami, listen, if they feel good about a quarterback, I'm okay with them taking a quarterback. I think you shouldn't want to start a quarterback next year. Even if you take a rookie quarterback, don't start him. You have Tua for another year. Grind it out with Tua. Clear out some money for free agency. Make some moves. Acquire draft capital if you can. Draft some guys. We're playing for 2027, not 2026, unfortunately. And I mean, in general, I think I would rather one last go, one last hoorah with Tua anyway. So I think I'd rather not take the quarterback in this upcoming class. I'm just not opposed. I'm also not opposed to them taking a quarterback. How's your fantasy football season? I lost last week due to Nick's fourth quarter comeback. You're 6-1. Nice. In my dynasty leagues my team should be vying for the championship. I'm very good. I think I'm 5-2 in both of those. In my other two that I'm like, okay, I think these are mini rebuilds. My team's still better than I hope for because I'm trying to get draft position. I think they're like either 4-3 or 3-4. In my big redraft league, my big money one, I have been plagued by Jaden Daniels and Terry McLaurin. That was my stack going into the year, and I don't remember if they've played together at all this year. I'm out with I don't have Jaden Daniels again this week. I'm having to start Kirk Cousins. Initially, it was going to be Marcus Mariota. I hate the matchup against KC. But, I mean, he's going to have Terry McLaurin and Debo for that game. Instead, I think I went to Tyrod because I think they take on the Bengals. So I was like, maybe there's a little offense in that game. I still don't love that option. Ultimately, I settled on Kirk Cousins in Atlanta. Well, James Daniels, I don't think he's having a down year. I think he's just been hurt. I had to trade. I was the number 2 overall pick in that draft. It's with a keeper. It's a keeper league, so there was no Jamar Chase available. He ended up getting kept. I ended up drafting Saquon Barkley. I had to trade him early because my wide receiver depth was pants. I traded Saquon for Lad McConkey and Javonte Williams. That ended up that looks like a beautiful move right now. It's just I haven't had a healthy Terry McLaurin, so it's been Lad, it's been Jalen Waddle for me. Those are my lead receivers with some sort of combination of Josh Downs and Kayshon Boutte. So I am fairly sure I think I'm 2-5 in that league, but I could still sneak into the playoffs with a strong finish. So I'm not out by any means. I just need my team to get hot. Kamani Vidal's been a big addition for my squad. So you had Bucky, Hubbard, and Lamb all injured. They're on their way back though. Yeah, Lamb was back last week, had a big week. In my other leagues, I'm like 4-3. I'm 3-4 in my other big money redraft leagues. Big money, but not as big money as my unfortunate Jaden Daniels league. I have Vidal and Scatterboo holding it down. Dude, that's nice. Dang, dude, Arkansas looking to take the lead. And they do. Touchdown, Arkansas. Let's go. I think I lose due to not knowing if Ibuka was going to actually play. That's fair. Yeah, I have Tucker Craft and Harold Fannin in multiple leagues. That's kind of helped me a little bit. I got chopped this past week. I'm in 2 chop leagues. I was in 2. I got chopped because I had the stack of Baker Mayfield and Mike Evans. And Mike Evans getting hurt, not recording any stats. And then Baker having a poor game got me chopped. My other chop league, my team's pretty solid. Play your cousin who's the commissioner. Ooh. Oh, Arkansas, they take the lead. Let's actually scroll down to that sucker. Oh, South Florida up 10. Nebraska up 8. Strong start to the second half. Hey, tied up. Let's go. I may have taken App State plus 14.5. Look at this score. Akron 3, Buffalo 2. Wild. Well, good luck, Greg. Good luck in your fantasy endeavors. I had a buddy I faced last week in my big money fantasy league. He was 2-4 heading into the week against me. He beat me. He's the highest scoring team in the league. 2-4. Has had the worst matchups week in and week out. Highest scoring team in the league is 2-4. Beat me last week, though. Put up like a lot of points. My team did all right last week, too. It's not enough. I think he's got like Baker. He's got like Gibbs, Scatterboo. But yeah, now he's 3-4, and he deserves to be. Honestly, he probably should be a one-loss team, and he's sitting here with 4 losses. Kind of nuts. Actually, let me just pull up that league. Oh, big run by Auburn. Yeah, I'm currently 2-5, 9% chance to make the playoff. I feel good about winning this week, which is good. I'm going to be beating a 5-2 team. Currently 2 games out of the playoff race. Still a lot of football to be played. I am currently the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th highest scoring team. So it's a 14 team league, by the way, 14 teams. So that's kind of middle of the pack, kind of, sort of. I'm around that 7 or 8 area. Yeah, my buddy, healthily the highest scoring team in the league.
You need more coffee?
I could use a top off. Could I get a little more cream? Thank you. Oh, it's hot. It's hot. Don't do that. I don't want you to burn yourself. And so him and me. So both, again, he's 3-4. He's the highest scoring team in the league. He is also the most points against team in the league. I'm second. I always have that bad luck. I always face the tough teams. Because I look at my squad and I'm like, man, I should be closer to 500, which I'm not far from. Well, I'm 3 games back of 500, so. But golly, man, second high. I always wonder, man, why can't I get? It feels like every year, I never, ever am like have the lowest points against, or not even in the top 4 or 5. I never can catch a break, man. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. It's not like I've been mistake free. I drafted Travis Hunter in like the 5th. That's on me. That's on me. I should have took Bowling Green, dude. When I saw Bowling Green was only a 1-score favorite against Kent State, I should have jumped on that. But in Dynasty, we have a creators league. I'm in there. Alex put it together. I'm in there with RBT, Not the Expert, Bordeaux, Mike Renner, Trevor Sikkema, Brett Coleman, that franchise guy, football analysis. I'm missing a few others. I know it. But I'm 5-2. That's a championship roster. I put together that team to win a championship sooner rather than later. Feeling good about it. Normally wait on tight ends and defense to the waiver wire each week till I land with the Colts defense. Hey, dude, that's the way to do it. I didn't take a tight end until I think it was round 8. And this was in almost all my redraft leagues. I was taking Tucker Kraft. He was my go-to. And if I could grab Harold Fannin later, I would. And that happened in most of my leagues. Yeah, I'm not drafting a defense until the last couple of rounds. It's going to be based off the week 1 matchup. And then you use the waiver wire until you find a good defense. Same thing's true with kickers. I hate playing with kickers in my big money league that I'm the commissioner of. No kickers. No kickers allowed. Sorry. But when I am in a league with kickers, they're typically my last pick, and I'm just on the waiver wire until I stumble into one of the best kickers. Oh, dude, it's always a smart move to load up on running backs and wide receivers. You could usually find good quarterbacks late that because you really never know who's going to be in that top 6 to 8 of scoring. Same with tight ends. With tight ends, I think tight end 4 to tight end 2 usually most years are within a game of each other in terms of total points. So it's never really worth it to go tight end early. I mean, dude, look what's happened with people that went Brock Bowers early. It's been rough. I fortunately wasn't one of those guys. But yeah, even at quarterback, you could get Baker Mayfield. Dak is typically always a good get late. And shoot, dude, Daniel Jones, he wasn't drafted in most leagues. Great, amazing get. I think if you could snag a quarterback with some run-in ability, that's nice, but that's not always the end-all be-all. All right, we got the second half kicking off here as Mateer goes for a run for, a yard or two. Yeah, in that big redraft league for me, Greg, I got sniped quite a bit. I was trying to I had to take some shots at running back. Like I took shot on Travis Etienne, which has been fine. Took shot on Jordan Mason, wasn't great yesterday or Thursday. And my stack at quarterback and wide receiver was trash. All right, Mateer dropping back on 3rd and 10. He's going deep, just out of the reach of Satania. Not how you wanted to start the half. What up, Nintendo Mike? League mate dropped Trevor Lawrence, so I snagged him up. Swapping Michael Penix, yeah. Unfortunately, Lawrence hasn't been that good, but neither has. I think Arkansas just got a pick 6. Unfortunately, yeah, Trevor Lawrence hasn't been that great. Michael Penix has been good at home, but I don't think he's playing this week. I had to start Kirk Cousins because I have no Jaden Daniels. You picked up Zay Flowers. Man, what league has Zay Flowers on the bench or on the waiver wire? That's wild. No, I mean, I guess that's fair. It's not like Baltimore's coming off a bye. Their offense has been terrible. So I guess that's fair if a team had to drop Zay. As a Raiders fan, knowing Jacoby might be traded. Oh, man. If you're hoping to get any production out of him, you're kind of hoping he gets traded. So was it a pick 6 that Arkansas just got? Or was it a fumble 6? All I saw was the defense going the other way for Arkansas. Lamar right now, I don't think has much trade value. I wouldn't trade him. I wouldn't drop him either. I would just wait till he gets back to the lineup. Chambliss dropping back. He's pressured. He's throwing this sucker away. Oh, so it was a pick 6. Corner just read the stick route all the way. Jumped in front of it. Took it for 6. Yeah, I just saw it, Lars. Thanks for letting me know, though. Chambliss dropping back again. Oh, tries to get it out to right on the out route, but it is batted by Heineke. Yeah, no Coleman. I saw that. He went, what? Is it a leg injury? It looked like he was hobbling around the medical tent. Chambliss pressured again. Just having to throw this one away. So 3 and out for Ole Miss. Good stand by the Oklahoma defense. To be real, I would trade Max Crosby to a playoff team. Some Raiders fans would hate me, but hey, we got to get our quarterback late first after taking OT. I would not trade Max Crosby. He is like the one piece of that team that I'm keeping, along with, of course, some of your draft picks. I think this week I'm going to do I think. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Was there like a penalty or something that forced another play here for Ole Miss? I mean, they're still short. It's 4th and 1 after the pass to Lee. Yeah, I'm gonna come out with the trade candidates video this week because we're a week away from the trade deadline. I'm gonna have a bunch of guys that I think could get sent. Maybe some areas I think they get sent to. Oh, Auburn's got Daniels at quarterback now. There we go. Oh, direct snap. Oh, no. Oh, miss. It was a bad snap. Lacey had to reach out for it. Fumbled. Oklahoma. This is literally what you could not do. Why would you shoot yourself in the foot like this? I get it. It's 4th and 1. You're at your own 25. Your defense has been shutting down Oklahoma. Why would you give them this shot of adrenaline? And now what? That's like the 3rd errant snap of the day by the center for Ole Miss. Ugh. What do you think of the reports of the Jags listening to phone calls for BTJ? Oh, that would be silly. Mateer rolling out. Chucks it. Receiver was not ready. Receiver, I think, was coming in to block. That was Gibson. Receiver saw Mateer start to scramble, and he was like, okay, let me go help out my quarterback. And Mateer sees it and just, hey, he's open. Let me gun this sucker. Okay, it would have been coming back anyway. One of the offensive linemen was downfield. That's the thing. When you see your quarterback scrambling, you start to set up blocks for him. I don't know if you could trade Nintendo Mike. I don't know if you could trade. I don't know if you can trade Flowers for anything worthwhile. I would just hold on to him. Bill's got a late first, a third, and a player if you want. Talking about Max Crosby bidding war. I wouldn't trade Max Crosby, man. I just want. Would you like the Dolphins take in Ruben Bain Jr.? I just want them to get good players. If you could get Cortland Sutton for Zay Flowers, go for it. That's wild. I don't know who would make that trade, but yeah, if you can make it happen, do it. 2nd and 15, Mateer rolling out, guns it, throws it away. It's going to be 3rd and 15. I mean, preferably, I would like to go offense. I don't think the pass rush is an issue. Then again, we could be down Jalen Phillips. We could be down Bradley Chubb next year. So, oh, Greg, I love doing trades in fantasy. I'm always on the phone listening to deals out there trying to make my own deals. I love trading. Oh man, Princely coming off. Oh my God, Princely got immediate pressure. Mateer going down for a sack. Princely just beat. I don't know if that was the tight end or the tackle, but it was almost immediate. Nope, that was the right tackle. The right tackle played inside. Was there supposed to be a chip on Umami Ellen? Because they just let him free. That's wild. Field goal. Still a 2-score game. 9 points, but Ole Miss is up 22-13 after the field goal. Oh, Nintendo Mike says I traded Lamar, Jones, and Coleman for Bo, Saquon, and Nico, then traded Dak for Josh Allen. Interesting. I have Adunze, Lamb, Ibuka, London as my locked in players. Holy crap. What leagues are y'all playing where y'all have this deep of a roster? I play in like 12 and 14 team leagues. So I'm always working hard to find depth. It's so tough. Taking advantage of your league mates. Got it. Took advantage of your for fun league. Okay. When you have people drop at the last minute, it gets interesting. Yeah, I guess so. Oh, you should have gone to the pizza party. Greg, oh, I love draft parties. Those are my favorite. Just sitting there making your picks, talking crap, trying to hide your intentions, telling your friends, oh, that's a good pick. Oh, that's a crap pick. What's this guy doing? Oh, I love draft parties. I honestly look more forward to the draft parties than the actual like fantasy football league. I like sitting there just shooting the breeze talking football. Typically we have college football on the telly while we draft. Ooh, is my eye still red? Yeah, it is. I gotta rinse before I go to that festival, that fall festival tonight. I gotta wash this face paint off my eye. I thought I got all of it, man. But look at this, man. It looks like I got burn mark on my eye, man. I look like that fire cat from Avatar. How much is the buy-in for your big money league? 120. It's a 14 team league. It's a 14 team league and it's 120 to play. And then I'm in a couple leagues where the buy-in's 50, 25. My chop league, it's a $10 buy-in, I think. I got to ask Alex how much the buy-in is for our Dynasty League. But I have a $10 winner takes all Dynasty every year, a $75 one. I think that one has a first, second, and third place though. But yeah. It's your Halloween makeup, JK. No, it is, dude. It's I went to a Halloween party last night. I went as blue Braveheart or red Braveheart. Instead of doing the blue, I did because I had a red kilt. I had to have my face paint match my red kilt. So I had red face paint and I just couldn't get all of it off, unfortunately. You look like the video game character from the old school PSP. Oh. All right, 1st and 5 after, was it a delaying game? Oh, and Chambliss tries to get to right, but he overthrows him. 2nd and 15. You know that it doesn't usually match when they rebuild against the English or rebelled against the English. I don't know what it is historically. I'm not going to lie to you. My European history is, or at least when it comes to the Scots, honestly, anything with the real, like the UK. Or at least when talking about like ancient time wars and such. I've been getting into, what do they call it? There was like what was the war between Rome and Carthage? Forgot what. Hold on. All right. Well, anyway, Trinidad going over the middle gets his guy. That is Watkins. Is that his first catch of the day? Getting the first down. Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech looks like, I think Georgia Tech's currently up by like 17. They're up 10. It's 20-10. The Punic. Thank you. The Punic Wars. Last year, I really got into the Punic Wars. Because history's fun. Handoff to Lacey. Picks up about 4 yards there. Oh, dude, I'm sweating up a storm, man. Put in perspiring, because that's a word, on my stinking lenses. Can't stop sweating. Yeah, you could even see some of the red face paint coming off my napkin. Chambliss going downfield. He's got a guy. Oh, just out of the reach of Alexander. USC don't have to break my heart today. Yeah, that's true. So is your biggest fantasy buy-in $75? No, I just said my big league was 120. It's a 14-team league. Yeah, dude, I love history too, Nintendo Mike. I love viewing history. Kratos, yo, I got to get on the steroids this year just to do Kratos next year. Chambliss dropping back on 3rd and 6, wide open. It's Winston, first down. Down at about the Oklahoma 41. No, not calling any other games today, Skater Boy. I got to go to Fall Festival with the family. Not that I got to go, but I want to go. Chambliss dropping back again. Feels like he just kind of throws this away. Wright was going up the sideline. Wife might like that, yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah, it's too hot up in here. I'm fogging up my glasses. All right, here comes 2nd and 10. We'll take a look at next week, see what games I might do. Chambliss dropping back just again kind of throws this one away. It's going to be 3rd and 10. Feel like Ole Miss has been in these 3rd and long situations all day. I do want to look next week. See what games we might be doing. All right, here comes 3rd down. Chambliss dropping back, going over the middle. He had his guy that was dribbling, but it was maybe a little behind him. Well guarded, though. 4th and 10. There is a flag. Roughing the passer. No. Oh, that's not a good call. I don't love that. Oh, Miss, man. Getting, what's the word I'm looking for? Bailed out. 1st down at the Oklahoma 26. Materia is too inconsistent and missing some targets entirely. He'll have to play better if Oklahoma has a chance to win. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, the offensive line's been utterly trash for Oklahoma. Pressure has been immense. What do you usually have to eat at your draft parties? Pizza, wings, the American dream? All right. 2nd and 4. We're going to get the handoff here to Lacey. Makes 2 guys miss. 1st down inside the 15, down at about the 14. My favorite war is the First Balkan War. Yeah, I like studying like the Civil War. The World Wars are always very intriguing to study. If we're going to go back, like stuff like the Punic War, the Napoleonic Wars are fun. Just very interesting. All right, here we go. Chambliss is going to try to run with it. He loses a couple. It's going to be 2nd and 11 from the Oklahoma 15. All right, 2nd and 11. Throwing this one up to the end zone. Almost a disgusting catch there by Striblin. Lacey is a great run back. Is he related to Eddie Lacy? I don't think so, but I don't know. I haven't done a background or anything on him because he's not eligible for this year's draft class. All right, dropping back. Chambliss is going to try to run with it. He slips. He's going to be close to the 1st down. You want out, Coach? It's going to be 4th and down at the 3. Are we going to get the field goal unit out here? Looks like it. Lions are calling for corners, dude. They're banged up. They're hurt. Because what DJ Reed's on IR. I don't think Arnold got put on IR, but I know he's going to be out for a bit with a shoulder injury. All right, delay a game on the offense. We're going to get a field goal kick here. There it is, field goal. Back to a 12-point game, which, I mean, to be fair, doesn't really matter much. You're Oklahoma. You were still down 2 scores. You still need to show you can score a touchdown. So you're kind of in the same boat. I think he needs to go to IR. He hasn't done anything since he's been in Detroit this year. Yeah. Raiders got corners to give away for a trade. We can give you Darian Porter. Why not? Coaches not using their main way. Yeah, you shouldn't give away draft picks like that. Yeah, I know Michael Carter. There's a lot of corners potentially on the trade market. Again, that's a video I'm going to be making this week. Be on the look for that. All right, let's take a look at next week's slate. See what games I might end up doing. All right, Oklahoma, Tennessee could be a possibility. Oh, Penn State, Ohio State, once upon a time. I'm not going to lie. Vandy, Texas. You have my attention. If Vandy could pull the win off, even if they can't pull the win off today, I think that's a game I still want to watch, do a watch along for. Let's see. Wow. Actually, not many. Not many, huh? I guess we'll see. Thought there might be more games in store for next week. Oh, UCLA getting shellacked. Boy, if anything, I think what I have learned is when you see a spread that you think is too big and it keeps moving the other way, as in like Mississippi State, they started out plus 14.5 against Texas A&M, and it's like, oh, that feels like a good price on a pretty good Mississippi State team. And then you just kept seeing, oh, plus 15.5, plus 16.5, plus 17.5. I think it got up to plus 19.5. And it was like, okay, that should ring off alarm bells not to take Mississippi State. I think UCLA probably should have been the same way. Because what, they started plus 14.5. And I think if it ended going off at plus 26 or 27.5. Georgia Tech's up 27-10 on Syracuse. Virginia and North Carolina are still all tied up in 10. Don't look now. Mississippi or Memphis ain't out of it. They're down 7 to South Florida. Nebraska's up 21-13 on Northwestern. Purdue's up 17-14 on Rutgers. Wake Forest is up 10-6 on SMU. Oh, Kansas State just extended in the lead. They're currently up 35-17 on Kansas. ODU, they've extended the lead by 10 on App. Bowling Green. Oh, Kent State firing back. Bowling Green only up 21-17. Ohio and Eastern Michigan are tied up at 14 apiece. Arkansas is up 21-10 on Auburn. Buffalo's up 10-3 on Akron. Syracuse sucks. Syracuse is down their starting quarterback. They were a pretty solid team, and then they lost their starting quarterback. The quarterback they currently have going right now, I think his completion rate's under 50% on the year. It's a rough go. Handoff here. Xavier Robinson breaks one. Oh, he's going to take this one to the house. He's at the 20, the 10. Touchdown. Who needs a run game? You just need one run play. He just took it 65 yards to the house. I mean, Oklahoma needed it. Oh, Gojo, I thought you were literally, I thought Gojo was right there. Am I going to do Tennessee, Oklahoma next week? Could. Again, I'll look at it tomorrow. Huge play for Oklahoma. All right. That's exactly what Oklahoma needs. Now, can they get a stop? Are you coming in? Oh, you want to say hi to the people? Go, Joe. There you go, buddy. Oh, he's a good boy. All right, you can go chill, bud. Auburn, they're driving right now. What's up, coach? Uh-oh, ball batted. Incomplete, 2nd and 10 for Ole Miss. What up, Nintendo? Are you saying hi to Gojo? Oh, dude, everybody loves Gojo. Gojo's the man. Yeah, you are, dude. No need to be so humble. Are you going to chill or do you want to go out? I'm trying to call a game here, Gojo. Yeah, I saw Virginia and North Carolina tied. Kind of wild. Handoff here to Lacey. Goes for about a yard. Still going to be a 3rd and long, man. Ole Miss. This has probably been the worst. This has been the worst thing for Ole Miss's offense today. They've been in so many 3rd and long situations. They've converted some here and there, but still. Lacey in motion. Chambliss dropping back. Here's the pressure. It looks like it was supposed to be a screen, like a little bubble screen to the tight end, but they read that so quick. And big stop, Oklahoma. And guys, there's still another half to play. That's insane. It's not like, oh man, there's not a lot of time left. We need to get back into this game. No, we still got a whole nother quarter of action. In Oklahoma, there's a chance that they could go into the fourth quarter with the lead after literally doing nothing for the first 2.5 quarters, and then you get a terrible punt. And Oklahoma's going to get the ball at their own 40. Kirito, why are you betting Kansas? Why are you betting Kansas, buddy? I think you should have learned your lesson when they couldn't cover against the Red Raiders, who decided not to look ahead and then lose to Arizona State. Sorry, I'm just playing with you, Kirito. I'm just playing with you. Kansas State's been pretty solid last couple of weeks. They've kind of had some big wins in their own right. They had a good win against Central Florida a couple of weeks ago. Let's see. Let's pull it up. They lost a close one to Baylor. They're coming off a big win against TCU too. I want to mess with Kansas State. I thought Kansas State coming into the year was going to contend for the Big 12. And just because they end up not. Oh, wow, dude. Indiana's turning it on right now. Woof. Just because Kansas State no longer in that position, they're still a team that they had enough talent for people to buy into them being a Big 12 championship game. Yeah, UCLA's bad. I mean, yeah, they're bad, but Indiana's very good. Yeah, Philip, I'm kind of hoping. I'm waiting for Indiana to pull the starters so UCLA could put up some garbage touchdowns. I believe in Jalen Daniels. I do too, but I want to take. I mean, personally, I want to bet that game. I'm not saying I would have taken Kansas State. I just won't touch that game altogether. Arizona State's offensive line sucks. It shows how good Tyson and Levitt are. Yeah, and Tyson's out this game. I don't know if I'm confident in betting Houston, but I would stay away from that game as well. I bet it up to 30.5 and still not even close. Hey, dude, I feel you, Philip. I feel you. I'm telling you, just you gotta learn. You gotta take it as a lesson. And you know what? We should have learned this lesson a month ago when Mississippi State, Texas A&M, Mississippi State getting 14.5 points. Well, sign me up. Why does that number keep going up? Why is it up to 18.5? Maybe I shouldn't be taking Mississippi State. I think we saw the same stuff with UCLA. Auburn gets on the board with a field goal, down 8. 10 minutes left in the third there for him. Robinson picking up 3. It's going to be 2nd and 7. We keep learning every week. Hey, dude. That's what happens when college football has a ton of parity. It's nothing but learning experiences week in and week out. It's just those lessons cost 10 to 20 bucks. All right, Mateer dropping back, gets it out to Deion Burks, who's wide open, just kind of sat in the flats. He's going to be about a yard short of the first, but extremely makeable. We got a handoff there to Robinson. Hey, Robinson, he's been pretty solid for him. There is a flag after what, an 8-yard gain there? No, I'm not streaming Vandy. I got to prepare. Me and my family are going to Fall Festival. Face mask on the defense. Oh, no. Oh, miss. Oh, yeah, that's a big pull of the face mask. Now they're down to the Mississippi 28 after the 15-yard penalty. Dang, Kirito, man. Kirito, you're in a rough place, my friend. I fake the handoff. Mateer looking deep. He's rolling out. He's going to tuck in and run. He's inside the 20. Down at about the 13. Choo. Doing real life stuff on Saturday. Weird, I know, right? My bad. My bad. Colts might be good. Yes, Colts. I don't think they might be good. They are good. Yeah, it feels like the pendulum's swinging the other way. Things are getting away from Ole Miss right now. Mateer running again. He's down at about the 11. Bill Belichick. I wouldn't call beating Virginia a signature win, but they are ranked. I get it. But I wouldn't say that's a signature win. Second and 9. Mateer looking. He's running. And he gets to about the 10. He was looking to cut it back, but nothing comes of it. Mateer reminds you of Dart or Drew Brees. Oh, I think Mateer's got a bit more running capabilities than that. He reminds me more of Kyler Murray. Not necessarily as a passer, but I think he could get there. We got the handoff to Robinson here, who is in the end zone, touchdown and lead. Uh-oh. Ole Miss. They're choking. You're joking. They're choking. Oh. Mendoza reminds you of Chad Pennington. What a shout out. Dolphins legend, Chad Pennington. Quarterback, while that was the year we broke out the Wildcat. What was it, like 2008? Yeah, we'll get a scoreboard update after the 2-point conversion here. Empty backfield for Mateer. Kind of stacked with pass catchers on the right. He's going to put a guy in motion on the right. Mateer's going to roll out that way. Chucks it, but it's low. He had his guy, but it was low. So 1-point lead for the Sooners. Hey, MSU fan, I'm just going to say this. It's real wild to do a victory lap when we're not even in the fourth quarter. And I'm sorry. Does Ole Miss plus 5.5 not hit if Oklahoma wins by 1? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know what's the fun fact? If you take right now Oklahoma minus 5.5, that doesn't hit. I don't know what victory lap you're trying to do here, especially when you haven't won nothing right now, dude. You haven't hit yet. Oklahoma minus 5.5 doesn't hit. Ole Miss plus 5.5 currently hits. Oh, man. Golly. All right. That ball's going to come out to the 25. Jackson. Yeah, I saw Jackson Arnold got benched halfway through the second quarter, I believe. Every Oklahoma player's stock will fall. I don't think that's necessarily true, but you'll see. Was that Greg? Mendoza reminds me of Ryan Leaf. JK. That's funny. All right. 1st and 10, and you got Chambliss rolling out. Gets it out to Lacey, who's going to be about 2 yards short of the first. I like Burks too. Deion Burks is nice. It seems like Satania is also pretty solid. I haven't really watched him much yet. All right, so they're going to hand this one off. Oh, it's going to be short. It's going to be 3rd and 1. Wait until the end of the game to start chirping. Spartan! MSU, you were chirping. Take your own advice. Take your own medicine. Freaking wild, bro. Can't join today. It's all good, Alex. Appreciate you hopping in here. As long as you're not trying to push a garbage Marcus Mariota trade on me, I appreciate you coming to say hi. Mendoza reminds me of either Johnny Football or Dak. I don't know about that. Oh, Chambliss! No! He had his guy. That was Luke Hawes. But it was too far out. Oh, that was going to be a massive gain. You had the defense crept in. Everybody. Hawes was there. I don't know if he gets it to the end zone, but he'd be in the red zone. Love you too, Mr. Hail Mary Sports. If you haven't already, check out Alex's channel, Hail Mary Sports. He's one of the great draft minds here. He has a golden nugget here and there when it comes to players he likes. Oh, they're going for it again. Mendoza dumps it to Wright, who gets the first down. Nice. I like the play call there. Not necessarily like going for it on 4th and 1 at the Ole Miss 34, but I like the call on 4th down. Alex very rarely. That's so funny. I feel more Dak, not bad, but can't win the postseason. Let me check. Do I have a early comp? I don't think I have a comp for Mendoza right now. I don't really get comps. Oh, I do. Jared Goff. Haha. That's kind of funny. I like that comp. Yeah, I'm kind of cool with that comp, actually. Yeah, typically I really go into comps during the off-season draft process. Please don't forget to hit that like button. Izzy's right. MSU fan, no. Well, I'm not going to take you up on your bet. I'm not here. I've already made my bets. I've already made my bets. I'm not here to bet with you, my friend. Especially halfway through this game. I don't like live betting. I don't like betting during the game. That's just never been my cup of tea. People like Some people like that. It works for some people. That's not me. How about this? How about this? How about this, Spartan? How about this? I like this bet better. Rather than me I'm trying to think. How about I don't ban you if you hit. I don't ban you from the channel. If Oklahoma minus 5.5 hits, and if Ole Miss plus 5.5 hits, you just give me a thumbs up. Be like, hey, good job there. How about that? No money involved. No money on the line. Just be like, oh, bro, you were right. My bad. But if I hit, I just ban you. How's that? A lot at stake right there. Nah, I wouldn't do that. I'm just screwing with you, bruh. Man, it needs another season before coming out. Yeah, that one's kind of obvious. Mateer I would probably like to see another year of Mateer in college because, like, as a passer, he is pretty inconsistent. All right, dude. I am hot and bothered, bro. Oh, MSU fan, I'm just screwing with you, buddy. I'm just screwing with you. How about this? Actually, I got an idea. Let's put a lot on the line. How about if Oklahoma minus 5.5 hits? Handoff Lacey. Oh, good wrap up there by Lewis. Lacey was gonna pick up at least 5 on that. If Oklahoma minus 5.5 hits, I'll get you a free draft guide. That's $30. If Chambliss wide open, he finds Winston, who's down inside the 20. If Ole Miss plus 5.5 wins or hits. Yeah, sure. You send me $5. How about that? I gain little, you gain a lot. How's that work for you, bud? Hand off to Lacey. Inside the 15, down at about the 14. Mendoza's stat sucks today. Yeah, I haven't watched the game. Stats don't always tell the full story. $4.99. Look at that, dude. Even in a bet where you have more to gain, you're jipping me. Look at that, dude. All right, we got a timeout. Is that Ole Miss? Ole Miss timeout. Broshmo, I have a deal for you. I keep asking you questions and you answer them if you want. Oh, I mean, I try to answer all the comments. I try my darndest. We're here to have football discourse. My gosh, dude. I can't figure out how to donate exactly $5. If you can tell me how to do it, I'll do it. I have no idea either, dude. Hey, dude, just do whatever. I'm fine. Yeah, Mizzou Vandy is gonna be freaking awesome. That's gonna be a fun game. I wish I could stream it today, but I got to chill with the fam. I know, but I want to be a little fun here. If you don't answer all my questions, that's okay. Wasn't expect. Yeah, I mean, I try to answer as much as I can. I mean, there'll be some cases where we have too much going on in the chat and I can't get to everything. But typically for these watch along streams, it's not too crazy. Oh my gosh, did Auburn just take the lead? What just happened? Was it a pick six? No way. Oh, it was a fumble? Oh, never mind. It's coming back. It was forced by the ground. Doesn't count. Dude. Too hot and bothered. All these lights are making me sweat. I think I promised a scoreboard. So let's go do a quick scoreboard with the timeout. Hit the refresh. UCLA is up. Nope, it's a joke. Indiana's up 49-6. Mendoza's brother's in the game. It's a good sign. Maybe UCLA could put up. Oh, no, they're not going to put up enough. Never mind. Georgia Tech's up 34-10 on Syracuse. Virginia, North Carolina, they're tied 10 apiece. South Florida is up 31-17 on Memphis. Northwestern, and Nebraska are tied up at 21. Let's go. Purdue's up 24-21 on Rutgers. SMU, first lead of the game, 12-10 on Wake Forest. Wake Forest is in scoring position. Kansas State, they're up 35-17 on Kansas. ODU's up 24-7 on App State. Kent State has taken the lead. Oh my gosh, watch out. Bowling Green, they're down 21-24. Ohio is up 21-14 on Eastern Michigan. Arkansas still up 21-16 currently on Auburn. Buffalo up 10-3 on Akron. And we got a 3rd and 8. Sloppy game in Arkansas. Yeah, I heard the weather's pretty bad. Well, I mean, I'm watching it right now. The field is all kinds of like ripped up. Chambliss running. He's going to get the first. He's inside the 10. Ah. Woo. Hand off to Lacey, who stopped in the backfield. Oh, trying to keep these eyes dry, or excuse me, moist, not dry. Oh, golly. Oh, no. Taylor Green is slow to get up. He's helped up, finally gets up, but, ooh, that's scary. You don't want to see that if you're an Arkansas fan. Oh, what a catch by his wide receiver, though. Chambliss dropping back. Here's the pressure. He steps up, dumps it to, is that Haas? Nope, never mind. It's another tight end. Trace Bruckler. I was like, oh, that's poetic justice because Luke Haas probably should have had the long touchdown on the 3rd down call. Austin Simmons is in here to go for 2. I don't like this whole 2 quarterback approach. But Simmons, he's dropping back. Slings it. Oh, man. Receiver almost had it. I don't get why you don't keep Chambliss in there for those. All right. Well, it's still a 5-point lead. Ole Miss needed this bad after letting Oklahoma back in the ball game. All right, here comes the kickoff. Oh, it looks like Kent State just got a big turnover late in the game, too. Seal it. Maybe I'm glad I didn't bet Bowling Green then. Look at that. Sometimes your best bets are the ones you don't take. I will say, dude, my eyes are feeling so much better. Yeah, I've been on the struggle bus this whole week with my eyes. All right, we're going to get a handoff here back to Robinson, who's kind of become the lead back. Ole Miss doesn't have that dominant wide receiver they need to make a big play. No, but they got a solid group of wide receivers. Tier holds on to it, picks up about 2. It's going to set up 3rd and 2. Haynes King has been balling out this year, and he's been throwing more. Dude, Georgia Tech, man, they have kind of an easy road to the ACC championship game. To be fair, I thought the same thing about Virginia. And here they are struggling against North Carolina. 2nd and 2. We got a substitution going on. 5 seconds left on the play clock. We're going to get a handoff here to Robinson, who picks up the 1st down. Solid yardage out across the 40. Miami might be a threat to Georgia Tech. Well, I mean, Miami wouldn't play Georgia Tech until the ACC championship game. Another handoff here to Robinson. Good wrap up there by Perkins. Satarian Perkins out here making a play. Ooh, Auburn after Arkansas marched down the field, hit the big play. Oh, Mateer dodging 1 sack. But I mean, dude, the pressure's just too immense. He couldn't do anything with it. Golly. But Arkansas, they kicked the field goal. Auburn making a good stop after Arkansas gets into the red zone. Arkansas is up 24-16, 1-score game. Yeah, Indiana's rolling. Biggest challenge Georgia Tech has right now is Georgia, which will be a must-watch game. Yeah, and it's a non-conference game. That's what I'm saying. That game doesn't really matter to Georgia Tech's prospects of making the college football playoff. It would help, especially if you lose the ACC championship game. You could at least hang your hat on beating Georgia. Whoa, Mateer lets that ball hang a little too much to Burks. Good play by Ole Miss, but Ole Miss corner, the one that tipped it, is down. Oh, man, he was in there for a minute. Dude got up. Yeah, hopefully it's just the wind knocked out of him. Are you going to do any games around Thanksgiving? Yes. On Thanksgiving? No. Uh, no, we're gonna try it. We're gonna try to do as many games as we can during the college football season. With how it ended last year's game, Georgia, I think Georgia Tech will want that revenge because they could have won. Yeah, this one's at Tech too, right? Yeah, it's at Tech. NC State next week for Georgia Tech could be interesting. Pitt, don't sleep on Pitt. New quarterback. They've been doing some fun things. Here, let's click on Pitt real quick. Nope, I just want to see Pitt. Wow, low key, they're 5-2. I didn't even realize that. But yeah, the win against Syracuse, the big win against Florida State with their freshman quarterback, kind of clutch, kind of big. Man, Memphis won't go away. Looks like they either missed the point after or went for two. Rutgers, Purdue, they're tied up 24 apiece. And Rutgers, have they? I don't think they've led at all in this ball game. And they're currently in the red zone. Look at this, dude. How do you say this cat's name? Athan Kaliak Manis, I think. 359 yards. Wow. Dude, kind of big. Kind of big. All right, while we have this timeout, I'm going to go hit the restroom. Dude, what a catch by the Auburn. Is that the Auburn receiver? Golly, that's nice. You're going to be at the Wolfpack game? Nintendo Mike, that's sick. Oh, excuse me. Hello, girl. Sorry I couldn't help you out last night. I was pretty toasted. There's bobby pins everywhere.
What? I just picked those up.
There's hair on the ground too. Not like Aquila hair, but like.
Were you trying to make your costume? Later, I have no.
Hey. Yeah, Dexy, I'm kind of in the same boat. I thought UCLA would have showed a little gumption. All right, we got a handoff here to Lacey. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. All right, 2nd and 10. Chambliss driving back, gets it out quick to which one of his receivers is that? That's Harrison Wallace. Feel like I haven't said his name since the first half. All right, we got a 3rd and what? 5, 3rd and 4. 3rd and 5. Got running back in motion. Chambliss tries to get it. Quick slant. Would have been short anyway. Tipped up. 4th and 5. Yeah, it's always scary when the ball gets tipped or bounced up. There's always that chance of it getting picked. And here comes the punt. And we're going to get a return here from Satania, who gets out around midfield. The ball comes out. Oh, Chris Bell is nice, Dexy. I love me some Chris Bell. And there it is. Dude, that is rough. They were going to get the ball around midfield. Oh, it was the elbow. Wasn't the guy bringing him down, but the dude coming in on a flyby. Bam, elbow, ball loose. We're going to review, see if his knee is down. Yeah, Chris Bell. Honestly, I love your thicker wide receivers that can create after the catch. It's kind of huge. I'm a sucker for guys that can do the whole yak thing, but Chris Bell is a bit more than that. Bell, he's got that vertical aspect to his game just because of how fast he is. He's pretty solid at the catch point, and he's I'm not saying he's a polished route runner, but he's expanded his route tree this year. At least Louisville has allowed him to expand the route tree, which is nice. What is a scoreboard update? All right, scoreboard. Indiana, they're up 50. Looks like they're looking to go up a little bit more. Golly, greedy. I wonder if Syracuse goes for a 2-point conversion here. I say that because they were going off at plus 17 and a half. Or no, minus 16 and a half. So to cover that, you would have to. No, yeah, to cover that, you just need the extra point. Anywho, Georgia Tech's up 34-16. They're going to OT over at NC at North Carolina, Virginia, 10-10. Memphis, dude, they're about. Oh my gosh, dude, this Memphis Florida. I'm about to switch to this Memphis Florida South Florida game. Then again, Auburn, Arkansas has been really good as well. Nebraska's up 28-21. There's less than 2 minutes left in this game. Northwestern has the football. SMU's up 12-10 on Wake Forest. Old Dominion is up 24-14 on App State. Kent State up 24-21. Looks like they will win that sucker. But Bowling Green does have the football. Ohio's up 28-14 on Eastern Michigan. Arkansas is up 24-19. And then tied up at 10, Akron, Buffalo. UConn's up 7-0 on Rice. Utah and New Mexico just kicked off. Chambliss is going downfield. He has a man. And he's got him. Winston Watkins, who ran into someone on the sideline. Hopefully everyone's okay in that. All right, here we go. First and goal from the 10. Fake the handoff. Chambliss looking to run it. Loses 3. Golly. So second and goal from the 13 now. I hope Georgia Tech and Vandy make it to the playoff. That would be fun. So much parity this year in college football. Chambliss handing it off to Lacey. Oh, Lacey looks like he got scared that lineman might come down on his ankle. He jumped backwards real quick. So, dude, third and goal from the 16. That's ridiculous. Still, a field goal puts you up 8, meaning Oklahoma would have to score a touchdown and get a 2-point conversion. So there's still merit in the field goal. There is still merit in the field goal. And yeah, they're going to just keep the time going. Nothing for Lacey. He's down at the 20. So it's going to set up 37-ish yard field goal for Ole Miss. Oh, Illinois will make a bowl game easy. I won't worry about it, Nintendo Mike. Here comes the field goal. There we go. 8-point game, 34-26. Do we have Rutgers? And we could beat Washington. Man, that Washington-Illinois game, man, is going to be interesting. That's going to be a good game. Another game I look at and I don't want to bet on. That one's at Washington, right? Yeah, I think I was just doomed not to have a functioning passing game. No return here. Oklahoma's going to get the ball out to their 25. First and 10. Mateer dropping back, slings it out there to Burks for about 8 to 9 yards. And Mateer gets it out to Canick. Gets it out around midfield. They're moving. 3.5 minutes left in the game. Oh, feels like there was a false start somewhere. There is a flag. Mateer throws this out of bounds. Okay, offset and penalties. Hold in and then offsides. We're going to replay first down. Oh, did Auburn just get a pick six? Mateer getting out of trouble. Oh my gosh, dude. For him to get back to the line of scrimmage on that play is insane. There is a flag in the Auburn-Arkansas game, but it looks like there may have been a pick six. Second and 10 for Oklahoma. Going D. Incomplete. Looks like the call's on Arkansas, though. Third and 10 for the Sooners. All right, Mateer trying to back shoulder, but there's a flag. A lot of contact. It's going to be pass interference. Illegal block on the return. Oh, Arkansas giving it away. Got to imagine Auburn goes for the 2-point conversion to make it a 3-point ball game here. And they get it. 3-point game. Auburn up 27-24. I mean, those back shoulder throws sometimes get a lot of contact, so I don't hate the throw. Mateer is going to try to run this one, but there's nowhere to go. And Oklahoma uses a timeout. It's going to be like 2nd and 12. Oh, Tech is up 41-16 now. Whoa, whoa. Oh, never mind. No timeout. They're going to let it go to 2-minute timeout. Three passing touchdowns and 2 rushing for Haynes. Nice, dude. Haynes Keene's been that whole Georgia Tech offense this year. All right, let's do a quick scuttlebutt because we do have some scores going on. Oh, UCLA driving, trying not to lose by 50. Georgia Tech's up 41-16 on Syracuse. Virginia scored in OT. They're up 17-10, but North Carolina, they're driving, trying to answer back. Florida or South Florida, they're up 31-26, but Memphis has the football. SMU is up 12-10, but Wake Forest is in field goal position. ODU, they're up 24-14 on App State. Auburn's up 27-24 on Arkansas. Akron's up 17-13 on Buffalo. UConn's up 7-0 on Rice. New Mexico, they got the early lead. They're up 7-0 on Utah State. Where do you have Carter Smith on your big board? He's the OT from Indiana. Yeah, he's been really good this year. I'll have my tackle rankings come out this week. I'll be talking about Carter Smith. But dude, a lot of players on that Indiana team in general have had a good year. The Memphis Tigers have been surprisingly really good this year. I don't know if they played anyone crazy, but didn't expect them to play this good. Yeah, they have a favorable schedule. A lot of their tough games have been at home for them. This one included. They beat Arkansas. They had that big win against Arkansas. I think that's what it was, either that or the Notre Dame obliteration that led to Pittman getting fired. I don't remember when that one came. Okay, so Pittman got fired after the Notre Dame game, I believe. But yeah, Memphis again, like having South Florida at home is nice. They have Tulane, that other contender in the American, is nice. Navy at home is nice. It's a favorable schedule for Memphis. So Mateer on the sideline still. Oh, he's coming back in. They're checking. The clock never started, so they're checking the clock, but it'll be 3rd and 5. Maui Noah, Fano are the top 2 tackles, aren't they? They're pretty darn good. I'm also a big Gooseby fan. Mateer's not bad. And Mateer is playing with a broken bone in his hands. He wasn't supposed to be back until the after this game, actually. Ideally, he was supposed to be off until I think their next game. I think this was the first game where it was like, okay, Mateer could maybe come back for, but he's been playing through it after having surgery on his hand. 3rd and 5. We got a minute 40 left. Mateer dropping back. Going deep. Oh, just out of the reach of Knick. It's going to be 4th and 5, and you got to go for it here. Still have 3 timeouts if you don't convert it. All right, dropping back. It's going deep again. Oh, no. Out of the reach of his wide receiver. Don't know who he was going to on that play. Man. I mean, now Oklahoma, if you could force Ole Miss to go 3 and out, you have all 3 timeouts. I don't think Oklahoma's on fraud alert. That's still a great defense. I wish Mekhi Hughes would stay at Tulane because Oregon. He redshirted this year, so he's probably hitting the transfer portal again at the end of the year. All right, Lacey is going to try to bounce this outside. Oh man, he's making guys miss. He's going to set up a 2nd and 2. Very ideal. They will call their first timeout, Oklahoma. Yeah, Mekhi Hughes, he redshirted after the 4th game. So he's probably hitting the transfer portal after the season. It's just there's a lot of young backs there at Oregon. Kind of saw he was lost in the shuffle, so he's going to be hitting the transfer portal. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree, Michael. He had Satania on the little zip route. Tier he plays with big eyes, man. And we're going to get a handoff to Lacey, who will be short. Oh, Mark, how you doing, buddy? Why aren't you happy? 3rd and 3. Auburn coming out for a field goal to extend the lead to 6. Kick is good. Auburn, they're up 30-24. Yeah, Kansas State, they're kind of on a run, dude. Kansas State's kind of on a run, man. They've been looking better the last few weeks. Close loss to Baylor, good team. Beat TCU by 13. That's a big win. Oh, how did North Carolina lose? What did they they probably went for the 2-point conversion to win the game. If they lost 17-16, they probably went for the 2-point conversion. And Lacey will be stopped. Oklahoma will get one last chance. I imagine North Carolina went for the 2-point conversion and missed. Dude, turnovers are killing Arkansas, man. I didn't see if Purdue won. We'll go check that. Here comes the punt and a fair catch. They'll get the ball at their own 16. Hey, Iowa State. Did they return a kick? No, 75-yard touchdown. 75-yard passing touchdown to open the game for Iowa State. Looks like Rutgers won. They won 27-24. So they go from not leading at any point in that game to winning when it matters. All right, Mateer. Oh, he misses his guy wide open. Would have been a touchdown, but would have been a good 15-yard pickup. All right, 2nd and 10. Mateer dropping back. Here comes pressure behind him. And he dumps it to his running back. Robinson down out around the 37, 38-yard line. BYU is a very interesting team. All right, 1st and 10 for Oklahoma. Mateer dropping back, dumps it to Kanik, who will be short of the first. The clock will be running. It's going to be 2nd and 2. And Mateer dropping back again. And he's rolling out, and he's going to throw this one away. You're afraid what's going to happen with Kansas after Daniels is gone? Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Third and 2, Mateer dropping back. They're only rushing 3. Mateer scrambling, and he's hit. And the ball's loose. It's a fumble. Perkins was spying, and then he ran in on that sucker. Looks like it's going to be a turnover. We'll see. You think we beat Rutgers? I think you should in theory. We'll see. Oh, yeah, that might have been. I think that might be a throw. I think that's no fumble. Yeah, the ball's coming forward when it's hit. Yeah, I think that's not a fumble. It's gonna get overturned. No, it should be a 10-second runoff. It's an incomplete pass. No runoff necessary. You want out, Goj? All right, bud. Here comes a call. Incomplete pass. And game clock will be at 21 seconds. It'll be 4th and 2. Now, even if Oklahoma scores, they need a 2-point conversion to tie this ball game up. Memphis has the lead. Oh, man. Memphis up 34-31. And dumps it, gets it to Satania for a first down. 16 seconds left on the clock. Gonna have to spike this sucker. 12 seconds. Timeout, Ole Miss. How good is Haynes King? He's a really good college quarterback. Hey, MSU fan. Congrats, man. Go buy your kids something nice at the festival. Can I send you my top 25 from last week? What would the best way to do that? You could just type it in the chat if you want. I don't know how, I mean, top 25 is about to radically change. So, didn't hear much draft talk about this dude, and he is a senior. Yeah, well, I don't think he's like, he's not going to, he might be like a late day 3 quarterback, if anything. I think he's probably more of a UDFA. All right, Mateer dropping back. He's running. He throws it incomplete. 6 seconds left. Gonna have to make a toss to the end zone. Hey, MSU fan. Extra $2 on the chat because I'm a nice lad. What can I say? Nice young lad, by the way. I've been called young in a hot minute. I'm starting to think Lance is a combination of James Franklin, his inability to win big games, and Lincoln Riley can't build a defense. I could see that. Mateer throwing it deep, up for grabs, but it's going to be short. That's your ball game, boys and girls. Ole Miss winning 34-26. Same goes with Diego Pavia. Yeah, I would agree with that. Pavia, I don't think is a quarterback in the NFL. I mean, he's so good on the ground. I feel like he can make the transition to like a halfback. Are there QBs to gamble on? Gamble on late? There might be a couple. Like I think Josh Hoover, though, he could come back for TCU. There's the Rutgers quarterback's pretty good. Sorsby out of Cincinnati, but his draft stock is rising. Dude, I love that Lane Kiffin is just glazing that Oklahoma defense right now. Lane Kiffin, I would love if Lane Kiffin was my team's head coach. Lane Kiffin, he's easy to hate, easy to love. Lane Kiffin's amazing. Dang, dudes. Might switch to that South Florida game real quick. I think we are. South Florida, Memphis. Let's go find it. Live on ESPN2. Oh, yeah. Whit Weeks is dating Lane Kiffin's daughter. 4 seconds left. Whit Weeks, I think, is still out for the A&M game. He's dealing. I don't know. I forgot what injury he's dealing with right now. All right, here comes the field goal to tie the game up for South Florida. And it looks like Arkansas might just be choking. Nico Gramatica. Is he related to NFL kickers? Gramatica, one of them? Because I think there was brothers named Gramatica in the NFL that were kickers. So Memphis calls a timeout. I'm going to look that up. NFL kicker. Yeah, Bill Gramatica and Martin Gramatica. Okay, I thought so. Now, which one's Nico's daddy? Okay, so Martin Grammatica's son, Nico, is the kicker for South Florida. That's so fun. Look at this. Don't even know it. There is a kicker dynasty happening. A kicker dynasty happening here in South Florida. Yeah, who's his daddy? Well, they were brothers. I don't know which brother he came from. Oh, it's no good though. Oh, well, there goes the dynasty. Memphis, huge win. How long was that kick? Because it was like 2nd and 20. Who wins the American League? Golly, dude. Your guess is as good as mine. Navy's still undefeated. They do have to travel to Memphis at the end of the year. Memphis is hot. They now hold the tiebreaker over South Florida. They're going to take on Tulane in a week or so. Dexter, you're 7-0 in fantasy. Congratulations. Must feel nice. knowing that you could just drop games now and it doesn't matter. Dang, dude, that's wild. All right, well, that's going to be it for me. Oklahoma goes down, Ole Miss. They just help their playoff chances with an easier schedule than some of these other teams. Oklahoma is going to be going through a gauntlet the next few weeks. Memphis now takes control, kind of. Navy's still undefeated, but they have to travel through Memphis. So we'll see. We'll see. But hey, I'll catch y'all in the next one. Reminder, mock draft will be out Monday. It's mock draft Monday. We'll continue our midseason positional rankings for the 2026 NFL draft this week as well. I'll have a NFL trade candidates video. I'm going to go over a lot of players in that one. We're approaching November. That's when I drop my first look at the free agent class this offseason. And let me tell you, I've already put a lot of that together, and it's something. I'll say that. It's something. But thanks for hanging out with me. Until next time, you be easy, my friends. Later.